America's favorite Hellraiser is back in a Game Boy exclusive version of Gladiators. You know, that early 90s TV show with spandexed muscle heads and weedy contestants. Here, Bart Simpson is taking on the Juggernauts on their TV show and has to undergo a series of 7 different events to try to earn money. Each week, you'll get a target score and a fluctuating choice of various events, from Captain Murdoch's, the stunt guy's skateboard bash and crash, to Herman's military minefield mayhem. Each of the 4 weeks has an increasing number of events available, all of which you need to complete in order to make the target money. If you manage to actually beat every challenge in a week, you can visit a bonus game. Here, you need to drop a barbell weight onto Juggernaut's bar, adding enough to make them crumple under the load. Each event has different controls and tricks to beat it. The skateboard one is eerily reminiscent to a level from Bart vs. the World, where there you rode on the Great Wall of China. Here, you're boarding down a stunt ramp, avoiding the obstacles and trying to get enough speed to fly at a Juggernaut perched on a pole and dropkick them in the yam bag. You get some control over him when he's airborne. If Bart hits their shield, he'll lose, so aim where the Juggernaut is unprotected. Dr. Marvin Monroe's Hop, Skip and Fry involves trying to shoot a basketball into a hoop at the other end of a black and white checkerboard. The catch is that the black squares are electrified, they're flipping back and forth, and there are 2 Juggernauts trying to bump Bart onto the black squares. Moe's Tavern Shove Fest involves Bart trying to shove a Juggernaut called Nala off a pool table. It's a bit one-dimensional compared to some of the others, just spamming the attack is usually enough. Once you beat her, Barney Gumble jumps on the table and tries to jab you with a beer bottle. Pretty dark, right? That's your best friend's kid, Barney. Don't let him belch on you. The toxic fumes will stun Bart and let Barney knock you off. Graphically, the game is on a par with the other Game Boy games, which is not saying very much, and the music is simple but fits the theme of the show. Where Bart vs. the Juggernauts does shine over the other Simpsons game of the time is it's actually fun to play in parts. This is probably down to the fact that there isn't any platforming to do. Games like Bart vs. the Space Mutants and Escape from Camp Deadly really suffered from complicated controls, inaccurate platform detection, and far too slippery physics. Here, each game is a straightforward, compact little package that is much more functional. It is a bit of a shame that all the events aren't accessible unless you're good enough to get through the earlier rounds. I'm certainly not, but then I haven't put the time into replaying this over and over again. The events are commentated on by who else? Famed newsreader turned play-by-play announcer Kent Brockman, and psychologist of questionable methods Dr. Marvin Monroe. I thought he was dead. Their interludes and comments on Bart's performances get some unexpected little chuckles here and there, paying surprising tributes to the early show's writing style. Dr. Monroe's over-analytical psychobabble is a welcome addition. You won't exactly be crying with laughter, but it adds some necessary humor that many other Simpsons games sorely lacked. It is a comedy show after all.